Hey guys, some interesting information. For the last 3 months, rents have been on decline. And that's kind of a shock. We saw rents skyrocket during COVID, but now there's pressure coming into the market. There's two things that have happened. First of all, people are starting to come back into buying houses again. So they're starting to leave the rental units to buy houses, a small trickle there. But another big part of this is the fact that 500,000 plus new units across the country were built and came online last year. Another 400,000 plus are coming online this year in 2024. By the way, last year's number, 40-year high for new construction in the multifamily sector. So what's the opportunity for us as realtors? Well, one opportunity is to target mom and pop investors, in your local market. These are people that might own 2 to 10 units in your market. They're not major industrial investors, but they're definitely going to be impacted by higher vacancy rates and the fact that rents are on the decrease. Some of these folks bought and they put themselves really at a stretch point in terms of being able to afford this. And if they have a couple of months of vacancy, they could really get hurt. So they can lock in their upside. Still, it's a strong market. And there's still some investors out there that are still acquiring units. But if they wait too long, if they wait a year or 2 years, this can get to become a different situation. So here's a phone call I might make to somebody, especially that has a vacant unit right now. So target all those vacancies on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, even ones that are listed with property managers, and say, hey, my name's Jim. I'm with ABC Real Estate. Noticed you have a vacancy. Noticed it on Craigslist this morning. The reason I'm calling is to see if the property is still available, but also I wanted to check in and see if you've ever considered selling these units. Now is a great time to sell. Lots of news reports out there about, starting to see rental rates starting to flatten out or even drop and vacancy rates starting to rise. For a lot of investors I'm talking to, they're entertaining the idea of at least exploring what it would look like to sell. Has that ever crossed your mind? Let them tell you. And another way to phrase this is to say, have you ever considered locking in your upside? Because you've made probably significant amount of money if you've owned these any length of time at all. Instead of maybe risking what's going to happen with all this new construction coming into the market, have you thought about locking in your upside? That key word of locking in your upside can make a big difference when you're having conversations. Now, there's going to be one of two answers here. No matter how you phrase it, no matter what your scripting is, they're going to say yes or no. If they say no, and I'm not interested in selling, say, hey, I totally understand. Well, if you're not interested in selling, can I ask you, would you be interested in acquiring any other new units that hit the market that are a good buy? Because I'm out talking to a lot of people. I might run into some other units that are similar to yours. Would you like to be updated on anything that I find that might be a good fit for you? If they're not a seller, often they are a buyer. Another thing you can say when somebody says, no, I'm not interested in selling, is to say, well, can I ask why? Is it because of the rate of return you're receiving? Obviously, this is an investment. Most people will say yes. We'll say, great. Well, let me ask you, if I could beat your rate of return and I could get you a higher rate of return on a different investment property in our local market, would that be of interest to you? Now you're starting a conversation about helping them sell maybe 1031 into another investment vehicle. Now, the flip side is they could say, yes, we are interested in selling. And then, of course, you come out and do an equity analysis and see how they're sitting. By the way, if you're doing that equity analysis, just remember that what properties were selling for 6 months ago may change going 6 months forward because of vacancy rates, because of interest rates. So there's a lot of factors that are in play right now. But guys, this is an opportunity. It's going to be a growing opportunity. And if you get ahead of it, you can really dominate it. Hope this helps you today. Go out there and crush it in the market. If you want more ideas like this, join us over at eRealEstateCoach.com. Check out the Path Performance Coaching, an incredible, affordable coaching program that can really give you a leg up in your market. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.